What's up, guys? Hate Me here. Welcome to another episode of the PC Pilots Flight School. Today it's time for the second part of our helicopter basics video. This is mainly about helicopter combat between each other. So let's go. So first of all, sorry guys that there hasn't been a tutorial in ages, but I've been really busy with work, and also I don't play a lot GTA recently. That has many different reasons, but anyways, let's do this tutorial now. I go step by step with you through helicopter combat, Buzzard versus Buzzard in this tutorial mainly. So let's roll. So the first thing you gotta know is in which perspective you do all that. Like in the previous tutorial, if you shoot ground targets, you should be in first person. You can do that by using the original first person view that has been added in the next gen GTAs, or the newly added first person view where you press the right stick in. Then more basics are, if you're facing another helicopter pilot, you should always orbit. So basically you need to fly circles. Same principle like on shooting ground targets. Your helicopter gets a little bit more stable, but also you're not an easy target for homing rockets. So a very important thing is don't rush into your opponent, because if you're facing a really good helicopter pilot or a lucky guy, he will take you out whether with a rocket or pretty quickly with the guns if he's really good, because if you're rushing in, you're having a disadvantage in most cases. Another very important basic is how to dodge the homing missiles from another Buzzard. That's pretty simple, like in the previous tutorial, just a little bit easier. So basically just fly forward into the direction of the rocket and gain altitude, and that's all you gotta do, and then you can dodge homing missiles, except you do special homing missile shots like the crank shot or other shots that I will show you later on. So next important thing is rockets or guns. I never use extremely rarely use the guns on targets that have a huge distance to me, because there is turbulence in GTA 5. This is not GTA 4, so it's almost 100% luck. If I see helicopter 1v1s on YouTube from other players that are using guns only, I'm shaking my head, because if they're close from the skill, it's just plain luck. Who the fuck is gonna win this? This is fucking bullshit. It's retarded. So on big distance, on high range targets, I always use the non-homing rockets, and those are working very, very well. If you practice that a lot, you can take out your orbiting targets pretty well. And even if you miss, if you force them to dodge a rocket, you will mostly end up in a better position, which is higher, because if you are higher than your target, then you have a huge advantage, because it's harder to shoot upwards than downwards. So if the target is close enough, I always use my guns on the helicopter, but on big range I use the non-homing rockets, and in some cases even homing rockets, but I'll go into depth into this later on. So for using the guns, it's really important how to know how they actually make damage. So there are different multiplicators on each vehicle, but we'll focus on an enemy Buzzard right now. So the hitboxes for me personally is mainly the helicopter pilot, because I just love to shoot people out of the Buzzards. but sometimes to be sure, I shoot a little bit upwards right under the main rotor where the gas tank is, because then you make twice as much damage. You can also shoot from the side to the helicopter. If you shoot the exhaust at the back of the helicopter, you make 1.5 the damage you usually make. But there's also the option to shoot the back rotor or the main rotor of a helicopter to take him out. There's something I call a triple shootout that I did in a few montages, where I shoot the back rotor of the main rotor and shoot the pilot out in a few seconds. That's really cool if you can do stuff like that. And there are the people who die like that are always like, what the fuck just happened? It's really epic. So being accurate on the rotors and the pilot is really important. So I captured very many basics now, and this is actually now going a little bit advanced, because I show you two of my techniques that are very valuable for me. One of them was even valuable for me in GTA 4. But let's start with the technique that I invented in GTA 5 pretty quickly after the release already, the crank shot. I already made a tutorial about that on my personal channel. It's basically a rocket shot that flies upwards and drops down directly on your target. It's pretty much undodgeable if you use it in the right situations and you use it correctly. It's very simple. The principle is just that it drops down on the target and you can't do anything. If the target is not orbiting, it will always work. If your target is not orbiting, he's dead. Or okay, if he flies towards you, he can dodge it. But if he's not, he's dead. So you just need to find out how much angle you do when you do the crank shot, and then you can take him out pretty damn quickly, and it's pretty undodgeable if he sees it too late. A little variation to this is the hate me twist. I renamed that. In GTA 4 I was in really egomaniac. Well, that's why I called it back then the Berserker twist, which was one of my gamer tags I was using back then. So I basically rush into a target. It's a really risky technique, but it always works. So I rush into a target, fly around, and turn around and shoot a rocket immediately. Well, in GTA 4 I didn't shoot a rocket, I just sprayed the fuck out of him, because most people don't think that you would rush into them, and then if you turn around, they're mostly turning around after you, so you have a little time advantage because you already know that you're gonna turn around because you're rushing past him, and then you can just shoot a homing rocket or a non-homing rocket. It's up to you, or just use the guns. There has been loads of discussions about using rockets and or guns in 1v1s, but like I already mentioned, to me it doesn't make much sense to play guns only. But being a dick is just flying backwards and spraying rockets. That's really fucked up. Or just use rockets all the fucking time, no matter the range is. That's very embarrassing in my opinion. Very pathetic. So use your rockets wisely. Use them on distance targets and not on people who are like 2 or 5 meters away. Okay, actually like 20, that's already fucked up. So use the techniques wisely and practice a lot, and then you're gonna be a great helicopter pilot. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a subscription if you didn't, and like the video, that would help us a lot. And remember, if we're getting good feedback, we're gonna make some more tutorials for you guys. Alright, so see you guys, bye.